I'm Andy Hillier, and in this video I'm going to teach you my arrangement of No Time to Die, the Billie Eilish song from the James Bond film that's not come out yet. I've done an arrangement, I've done a cover version of it, go and check that out. And in this video I'm going to go through the whole chart for you. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, if you could give me the thumbs up, the like button, that'd be amazing. The comments, if you could leave me some comments, let me know where in the world you're from, if you're enjoying it, and any songs you want me to do. And if you like what I'm doing and you want to support me, I have got a Patreon account. I've set it at $1, so hopefully it's accessible to everyone. I'll put the tabs for this on there so you can print them out and you've got them at home. I've got loads of tabs on there as well, so you can go and check that out at just $1 a month. Okay, let's get down to it. So the guitar's in standard tuning. We're going to go bar by bar, go through the whole thing. We've got loads to get through. Okay, so the first line, well, the first bar sounds like this. So for that, we're playing both of the E strings, then B, and then E2, then B, then E3, then B, then we slide up to the E7, and then B. So bar one is just. Nice and easy. The next bar, same idea, but we're just playing A3 to start with. So we go. Third bar, we play an open A string, and this time we're going from the E string to G2, then E2, G2, E3, G2, and then E7, and then I've chosen to put a D7, which is the same as G2 on the end there. So bar 3. And then bar 4, we've got like a B chord. First finger A2, little finger on B4. Play those at the same time. Then G4, open E, G4 again. And then I use my first finger to bar down and play the E2. So bar 4 goes. So hopefully that first line should make sense. The next line is starts the same. So the first bar. So that's the same. The second bar is the same as, or the bar 6 is the same as bar 2. Bar 7, slightly different. We're playing the open A E string, G2, E2, G2, E3, G2, and then play E7, E8, and then bar 8, I'm just playing the E string, the B string, and the G strings at the 7th fret. That's the second line. On to the third line, we play open E and A2 at the same time, and then B3 sliding up to B5, and then we've got A3, open G, and B3 all at the same time. So you've got, make sure you slide to fret 5 and not fret 6 like I just did, and then B1, pulling off to B, straight into the next bar, bar 10, play the A string, and then G2. So from the beginning of that line it goes. And then I did these as harmonics, pinched harmonics. So I play B1, E, E3, E2. You could play them normally, but you could do them as pinched harmonics where you just rest your finger up an octave. So on the first fret it'll be on fret 13. Your finger goes right over the fret wire, and then your thumb plucks it. Hopefully that's making sense. If not, you could just play the notes. Into the next bar, bar 11, got open E, E3 hammering onto E5, and then we've got this E2, open B, open G, and A3 at the same time. Then E3 pulling off to E, and then you play then A string, and then more harmonics on these. It's the only other time I did the harmonics was going 7, 5, 3, 2. So bar 12 goes. So that's up on frets 19, 17, 15 and 14 are the harmonics. So hopefully that makes sense. On to the next line, starts the same. Then I changed and put like the sort of ascending bass part. So fret 4 on the A string, G2, back to A3, B2, no sorry, B1, pulling off to B. So bars 13 and 14 go. And then in this next bar I play A3, B1, pulling off to B, D2, B1, pulling off to D, D4, B1, pulling off to B, then D5, and then G. That's a bit of a tricky bar, go. And then bar 16 is just a B power chord, A2 and D4 at the same time. On to the next line, open E, then B3, then E, then you're playing A3, G and B3 at the same time. Then fret 2 on the D string, B1 pulling off, so bar 17 goes. Into bar 18 we play A4, G2, D2, and then B1, G2 and A3 at the same time. And then E, E2, E3, so bar 18 goes. Bar 19, open E, hammer on from 3 to 5 on the B string, then E2, B, G strings with A3, then an A3 on its own, E3 pulling off to E, then an A, G2. I played that G2 early in in my recording. I went rather than. And then that little descending line, first finger barred across 5, third finger on 7, on the E string, then E5, B8, B7. On to the next line, similar idea, open E, little slide from 3 to 5, A3 and B3 and open G at the same time, then D2, D1 pulling off to D, A4, G2, D2, A3, G2, B, B1. So the first 2 bars of that line, bars 21 and 22 go. And then this next bar is the same as what we played earlier in bar 15. You got, and then bar 24 we play a B power chord, which is just A2 and D4, and then a little slide from D4 to D5 into like the next section. The next section starts with this, which is A3 and G2 at the same time. Then open G, A3, D4, G, A3, D2, A3 and D4 at the same time, and then G. So you get bar 25. Bar 26, open E and G2 at the same time. Then G, open E, D4 and then G. Open E, E again, D4 and then G. So bar 26 goes. Bar 27, we're playing A string and G2 at the same time. Then open G, open A, G2, B, B1 pulling off to B, B1 pulling off to B. So bar 27 goes. Then we're playing A2, then open B, and then E3. This is into the chorus now. We play E2, B and G and the low E string at the same time. D2, then G, B, E. So you get. and then play A3, D2, G, B1 pulling off. So bar 29 goes. Then play open A string in bar 30, D2, G2, A string twice. So you get then B, E3, and then it's the same chord as the first chord. So you play E2, B and G and the low E strings. Then D2, G, hammer on from E to E3. Then A3, D2, G, E5, open, E5 twice, then open A, pull off that 5 and then play G2, then 2 A strings, E7, E8 pulling off to E7. So let's play bars 31 and 32 together. We've got on to the next line, bar 33, play open A, open G, E3, E5 pulling off to E, A5, G, E7, E8 pulling off to E7, so bar 33 goes. And then into bar 34, open A string, B10, E10, E8 pulling off to E7, then B8, E5 hammering on to E7, open E in bar 35, G, E3, open E, then E2 and A3 at the same time, D2, G, B3, E, so bar 25 goes. Bar 36, open A, G2, B1, hammer on from 2 to 3 on the E string, E2, E3, E2, E3 pulling off to E, so bar 36 goes. The next line is kind of like the beginning line. You've got open E, then B, E2, B, E3, B, E7, B. So you got bar number 38. It's the same similar idea. Play A3, E, B, and G strings at the same time. B, E2, B, E3, B, E7, B. We're almost there. Bar 39. We've got open A, and then G2, B2 and E2 at the same time, then G2 on its own, E2, G2, E3, G2, E7, D7, then playing in bar 40, A2, B4 and G4, then we've got 7, 8, 7 on the E string, so that's kind of like that beginning, that idea. And then the last line is basically the line 2 lines previous to it, which I just played slowly. But the last bar, bar 45, we've got open E and the James Bond chord, B7, and then G8, D9, and fret 10 on the A string. You can put the E strings in. There you go, and that's the James Bond chord. And that's the whole song. I know it's a lot to get through, but hopefully that's made sense. Well, hopefully you found this guitar lesson useful. I know I've rushed through it a little bit too quickly there. I will in future try and play a little bit slower. And there's just so much to get through, so I didn't want the video to be too long. Hopefully you have enjoyed it though, and if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier. If you could give me a like, the thumbs up button, if you could let me know in the comments what you think of it. Also, any song requests, put it in the comment section, I'll try and do a video for you. And if you like what I'm doing and you want to support me, I've got a Patreon account. I've set it at just $1 a month, which hopefully is accessible to most people. And for that, I put tabs on there. I'll put the tabs for this on there so you can print it off, which will probably make it a million times easier than me try to explain it. Thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.